Hi, I'm Artie from Artificial, and this is my PSA about how to get rid of those pesky supports the right way. I keep seeing people removing the supports after they cured their prints, and there's no real reason behind it. You just make yourself and 3D printing miserable. Let me show you what I mean. Here is a recent example taken from Reddit. This poor fella asked how he can fill all these holes, and it can easily be avoided. And another one from Facebook. A guy was just showcasing his cool looking army, but if you look closely you can see all the damage he's done to his models and also the supports that are still left on the model. So I quickly show you the difference in taking the supports off before and after curing your mini. And in the end I hope you can get rid of your sandpapers and those pliers, because this is a surefire way to take your eye out. Here we have two prints of the same miniature. One has been washed and cured and the other one just taken out of the printer. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm more a safety third kind of guy, but this being an educational video, I'm gonna use these. We start with the cured one. I start out by breaking the print into different pieces. You can see the time in the top left corner. Also, this footage is sped up by 300%. And don't worry, I also edited a bit, so you don't have to sit through all of it. So right from the start I brought the pliers into action, because I tried to break some supports off before, the very thin ones, just with my fingers, and it was impossible. I also noticed another problem when you do it like this. The leftover support structure actually prevents you from getting to the parts that are deeper within. And when I tried to cut off the supports here at the shield, it actually took off some chunks of the model. And after a bit more clipping, pressing and trying to wiggle the miniature free, I finally got it. So the supports left some damage here on the thigh, on the upper arm and the shield. And even those very thin supports were stubborn enough, so I couldn't get them off with the tweezers. So at this point I just decided to cut it, because I couldn't come up with any more narration. I of course did the spear, the wings, and again it damaged the model and it took some more time. I even had to get my knife out and get rid of some tiny pokey bits. And now we get to the fun part. Now we get to the uncured model. And remember folks, you should never touch a resin miniature with bare hands before it's cured. As you can see, I'm using no tools, just my fingers. I gently push against the top of the supports with my fingernails and it just snaps off. It doesn't leave a scar, it's fine. If a little pokey thing is still left, you can just scrub it off again with your fingernail. You can see how easy it is to get a model out. After I removed some critical supports, I just get my finger under the model and gently push it out of the support structure. And then you just grab a toothpick and get rid of the smallest supports. And here are the final times, 6 minutes and 7 seconds compared to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And technically speaking, this isn't the final time of the cured miniature. Now you would get out your modeling clay, close those holes and your beloved sandpaper and, well, get on sanding. So in the end, removing supports before curing the model is 3 times faster, at least. And now multiply that time by this amount of models. Or this amount. Or this amount. I have a problem. But I think you get what I mean. It's faster and it's nicer and your models will look better. But what about bending? So I researched on that. Apparently people are afraid if you remove the supports before you cure it that your models will bend. So here's the spear I printed a few days ago. And here are some weapons I printed about 3 months ago. And a work in progress dude I printed about 5 months ago. And a fully 3D printed diorama, except for the tree, that I printed about 3 years ago. No bending. And if that's not enough, you might consider listening to a guy who printed over 7,000 pieces over the course of 4 years. Anyway, this is the final model. And if you like what you see, you can get it on our My Mini Factory store. The link is in the description. I just started out making videos, as you can see, so if you have any suggestions, just hop in the comments and please let me know what I can improve upon. Thank you, and see you next time.